And I'll tell you something which I wrote, and though many of you may not have an opportunity to read it. A news item came in Schweizer Illustrated magazine in Switzerland in 1991 that Rajiv Gandhi had a bank account in Switzerland with $2.5 billion in it. No newspaper in India would carry this newspaper, the news item. All newspapers were managed not to carry this news item. Statesman wrote about it. New Indian Express wrote about it. I repeatedly wrote about it. And when foreign money issue became a big issue, that the first family in this country was having $2.5 billion in 1991, which if it had put in US Treasury bonds, it would be $10 billion today. The media is silent. The people want this news. People would like to know about it. People would like that family questioned. Media is silent. That means the media would not like to do anything against a powerful person today. It is not the people do not want it. The people do not want these TRP ratings. People would like to know the truth. In fact, latest I wrote an article day before yesterday. There is a complete shift from a shy society into a shameless society today. You know, the society in our behavior, we conduct ourselves only because we feel shy to do a wrong thing. And the shyness is generated by the media. The media can shame a person, and so people are afraid. And what has happened today? Today I published this article day before yesterday that I have written about it in 2006, I have written about it in 2009, 2010, 2011, I am writing about it again, but nobody from the Gandhi family even has filed a suit against me. Because people have no shame left today even to defend their honor. That means the media, which can perform the function of shaming a person, it is not willing to do its job, and there is no market involved. In fact, if TV channels take this today and a leading newspaper, Times of India, sends a questionnaire to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, please tell me, what do you think of the Schweizer Illustrated news item which was carried in on such and such a date, 11th November 1991 is the date. And Eugenia Alberts, a Russian journalist, she uncovered all the KGB documents in which she found a document which said in 1985 Rajiv Gandhi expressed his deep gratitude at the monies that KGB was paying to the Gandhi family. No newspaper asked Sonia Gandhi, why don't you please give your comment on this? The people will be interested in it. If a news channel telecasts this, its TRP ratings will go up more than Aishwarya Rai can do for it. So it is only that we lack the courage to stand up to mighty people today. It has nothing to do with the market. The people constitute the market, no doubt. But there are people who want the right kind of news items also. That is the difference Ramnath Goenka made to the media. He could take a stand, and come what may, he will stand by it. His whole newspaper empire may collapse. He said, nothing doing, the government or the mighty man must answer. That's how the Bofors issue became a huge corruption issue at that time. So when you talk about how the media should be, if you want to make money, don't become a journalist. That is not the field to make money. Just like, one of my friends, he was an income tax official. His wife was always pestering, you are not making enough money, you are not making enough money. One day he came and handed over a letter to the Chief Commissioner of Income Tax. Sir, I am resigning. He said, such a brilliant officer, why are you resigning? Sir, I cannot make money in this. My wife is pestering. So I am going to become a lawyer tomorrow. I will begin making money. See the difference? If you want to make money, you should not be a government official. If you are a government official, you should be happy with the position you command, the respect you command, the authority you command. And that is the substitute for all the money that you can get. And if you want that earned money, then you are doing injustice to yourself, to the government, to the people. Like that, if you want to be a journalist, you must only be interested in a minimum standard of living. This is where the problem arises today. People who are journalists are buying farmhouses in Delhi. They can never afford it. How did they get the farmhouse? 10 crores, 15 crores, 20 crores. And most journalists go by cars, which even businessmen cannot afford. How do they get the cars? So, I feel if you have to get the right kind of development in the media, the right change, it is the readers who have to organize themselves. As Umesh Upadhyaya said, the readers will have to organize themselves and ask the journalists, how did you get this car? How did you buy this farmhouse? Just like people are asking the politicians today, how did you get this money? The politician has become a symbol of corruption today. And many officials have become symbol of corruption today. Not because of their corruption, but because of their lifestyle. You know, in Madhya Pradesh, a husband and wife couple were found to have accumulated 300 crore worth of property, IAS officers. You see, it comes out in the lifestyle. And if there is an organization of readers which lists the top 50 journalists in this country and ask them, why, how did you get this Buick car, how did you get this farmhouse, how did you buy shares in this company, then the media will change. Today the media is unquestioned in this country. Politicians are questioned, civil services are questioned, even the judges are being questioned today. There is a writ petition against the former Chief Justice of India, Balakrishnan, who is also the National Human Rights Commission chairman. There is a writ petition against him, for an inquiry against him. The government itself says, yes, an inquiry has been conducted against him. Have you ever found any inquiry against a journalist or an editor? It is because the system is incompetent to act against him, impotent to act against him, because he will fix me tomorrow. A journalist is a terrifying person today. A media house is a very terrifying institution. And it is not power. It is not the power to construct, it is the power to disturb. The job that the media does today is to disturb. It doesn't make people think. It makes people disturbed. So, if you have to bring out an alternative, it cannot be self-regulation, because self-regulation by people who are determined to do wrong things, who are not having any compunction about doing wrong things, they cannot self-regulate. Self-regulation is people who want to improve, who have a longing to have a better way of conducting themselves. That will not work in this country. But there are enough number of very highly informed, patriotic, nationalistic, honesty-loving people in this country. And you can find some 1,000 people in Ahmedabad. I can find an equal number in Chennai. It is not impossible to form an organization of media beneficiaries. We are the beneficiaries of the media. And if such an organizations begin demanding explanation from the media house, how did you publish this news item? Tell us. And it can even ultimately result into audit of the media itself. And today, unless you demand this kind of explanation, ask them to respond, the situation is not going to get corrected. Otherwise, you need a Ramnath Goenka. Someone who is willing to risk his entire wealth, his liberty, because you have to face arrest. I was arrested at 12:30 in the night and questioned for 3 days without being allowed to sleep. And unless you are willing to subject yourself to that kind of treatment, you cannot stand by truth either. So it requires sacrifices, it requires hard work, it requires a contented life. The most important thing, a young journalist who wants to get into journalism and to make a mark, apart from other things, the opportunity that he may get or she may get, or the break in which channel or in which newspaper you get, the fundamental preparation has to be that my lifestyle will be based on minimal needs. Without that conviction, without that preparation, without attuning our life, our people who are nearby, because you are going to have enormous powers on hand. You can expose anyone, maybe a collector, maybe a big civil servant, maybe an MLA, maybe an MP, maybe a minister, and as you grow, even a prime minister. All these powers can be exchanged for money.